Hello, friends and family. This is Dr. Valerie Mukanga with Healing Wings Dental, which is the place where we help our patients regain and or maintain their oral health so that they can soar in life. So today what I want to talk to you about is the pros and cons of Invisalign treatment versus braces. So to begin with the subject, we'll talk about what these two types of treatments are, and the type of treatments are really part of orthodontic treatment or treatment that is geared towards aligning or realigning the teeth. So when people have what is commonly known as crooked teeth or teeth that are not well aligned, then an orthodontic treatment will be advised or will be diagnosed so as to treat the problem, aligning teeth or causing the teeth to assume the more proper positions. And why this is important is because when teeth are misaligned or crooked, not only can it affect in some extreme cases and even in some regular cases, depending on the person, the perception that they have of themselves and the smile that they have. They feel like they don't have the best smile. But beyond just aesthetic reasons, teeth that are misaligned can also cause plaque to develop more readily between teeth, and that can also prevent people from being able to clean their teeth appropriately or adequately. And there are other problems that can also be created by teeth not being aligned. For example, you can have grinding of some of the teeth that are not well positioned. It can cause sensitivity of the teeth because of that, and sometimes it can even cause TMJ problem, which is problems or pain at the joint that links the jaw to the skull. You can start developing problems like that. And so those are some of the things that can happen when teeth are not well aligned. So because of that, you want to ideally undergo Invisalign orthodontic treatment, Invisalign or braces, and that's going to allow your teeth to be more aligned or well aligned or assume the proper position that they have to have on your jaw or on your maxilla. So having said that, there are two types of treatment that can be given to prescribed to someone that is having teeth that are not well aligned. One of them is Invisalign. So what is Invisalign? Invisalign is a type of treatment that is utilizing clear aligners. So clear aligners would be like trays. They're kind of similar to trays that can be given to patients when they want to do whitening, for example. So they are clear, and so inside the aligners you will have technology that would actually cause the teeth to start moving and become more aligned. So that is what Invisalign is, and there are many different brands of clear aligners, but we'll discuss Invisalign, which is one of the ones that is most commonly known. So Invisalign, what are the pros of Invisalign? With Invisalign, a lot of people really like that idea because it is clear. So once the aligner are put on the teeth, no one will know that the person is actually undergoing orthodontic treatment because it is a clear aligner. So when they smile, nobody knows that, they are actually having the teeth move. So that's one of the very good things, or one of the pros. That causes people to want to go for a treatment such as Invisalign with clear aligners. Another thing is that the type of food that you're eating is not restricted. It's not restricted because you can remove the aligners, though you have to wear it most of the day. You just take it off to eat, then you're able to brush your teeth, floss your teeth, and afterwards you're going to put back the clear aligners on your teeth, and the treatment will get resumed right where you left off. So that's one of the advantages. Another advantage of having clear aligners on your teeth. So you have no food restriction. So that's another pros. And then another pro is that you can definitely, clean your teeth as well as you want to. And then after that, you can you can put back the clear aligners on your mouth, in your teeth, and then the treatment will resume. So those are some of the benefits of having clear aligner. Your aesthetics, you don't look like you have braces. Your nutrition, you can actually eat whatever you want. And then another one that I spoke about would be your oral hygiene. So your oral hygiene will not be impeded because you are able to remove the aligners and then brush your teeth. Okay, so what are some of the cons? Some of the cons is that because it's removable, sometimes people may forget once they take it off to actually put them back on. So that's one of the disadvantage, because as we said, you're supposed to use it most of the day. You only remove it, throughout the day, and you only remove it or remove the aligners once you're ready to eat. And after eating, you're going to brush and put it back on. So some people may, take the trays off or the aligners off, and then they forget to put it back on. And it's only hours later that they'll remember that they don't have the aligners back on your teeth. So the disadvantage of that is that it will prolong the treatment time, and then so it's going to prolong, the treatment, and so it's going to take longer for the treatment to be completed if you tend to forget to put them on. Another thing is, again, because it's removable, you may put it maybe in a napkin and lose it. And so with that being said, now you're going to have to wait for the dentist to again order some additional trays, and then you might have to pay for those trays. So it can also increase the cost in case you have lost it. And many times people may have gone to put it, in somewhere, maybe like in a napkin, and forget and throw, all the throw away or discard, by accident of the aligners. And like I said, it's going to prolong the treatment time. So those are some of the disadvantages. And also, in some cases, depending on the length of the treatment, it may be more costly. So yeah, so those are some of the disadvantages of having clear aligners. How about braces? What about braces? Well, braces is another system where you have brackets and wire, and inside those brackets and inside with the wire, different wire types oftentimes that are used is going to shift your teeth around. So what are some of the advantages of having braces? One of the advantages is that it can allow people that even have very, very complex cases to actually have the teeth aligned. And yes, Invisalign, for instance, have gone a long way. Before, it was only able to do simple cases, but now it can take on even more complex cases. But with braces, even very, very complex case can be achieved with regular braces or traditional braces, as they are called. And so that is one of the pro. Also, another thing is that you are not going to be taking brackets off in order to eat. And that being said, the course of treatment can continue on during the whole process, and it never stops. Whereby, with clear aligners, when you take it out, the effect is not ongoing. But with regular braces, the effect is ongoing at all times. So those are some of the pros. So what would be some of the cons now? The fact that aesthetically it's not as aesthetically pleasing, okay? But one of the things to make it pleasing that people do is that they actually can choose the color of the old ties or the little elastic that goes around the brackets. And so, you may come one day and that's another pro. Going back on the pros, one day you can decide to have, it's Christmas time, and you may decide to alter between the green and the red, and then, it's whatever color that you want. You can choose blue or purple or whichever color you want. And if you want to be more reserved, you can choose, some colors such as grays that don't show as well and blend in with the brackets. So going back on the cons now is the aesthetic. People may not want to have that brace look, and so that's one of the disadvantage. Another disadvantage is that you cannot eat everything that you want, so your diet is going to be restricted. You cannot chew on things like chips or nuts, because they can dislodge your bracket and things like that. So your diet is restricted. There are some things that you cannot eat. You cannot choose everything and eat everything that you do want to eat. Another cons would be that as far as your oral hygiene, it becomes, you have to clean your teeth more intricately. So you have to make sure that you brush more frequently after eating, because if you don't, then you can start developing puffy gums, and because you're not able to brush very well the area between your gum and your teeth. And you have to be very, very meticulous at brushing your teeth. Otherwise, you're going to develop gingivitis. You can even develop dental caries under the bracket. So those are some of the cons. So in short, that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, was the pros and the cons of Invisalign treatment. And so if you have found this information to be valuable for you, please don't hesitate to share the information with your friends, your family member, your colleagues that can also benefit from the information. And you can find us on social media, where you can find more information that we're sharing on a weekly basis. Our handles are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can just type Healing Wings Dental. We are located in Arlington, Texas. Healing Wings Dental. Our address is 4101 West Greenhouse Boulevard, suite number 317, and our zip code is 76016. You may also call us at 972-213-0202 to request an appointment, or also online. You can do the same thing at www.healingwingsdental.com. That being said, we'll see you next time, and have a fantastic rest of the day. Have a good one. Bye-bye, and be blessed.